culture and one language, but in Mpumalanga, it's one of its own kind. We thank God for that. And as Heritage Month, we must remind ourselves about our heritage and also make sure that our children knows our culture and also heritage. And today we'll be presenting the two bills, which is the Customary Initiation Bill, and will not engage on it, but will request written submissions by the 14th of September. Will only engage on the Municipal Structures Amendment Bill, and also our stakeholders will be given an opportunity to present their submission. Will be given 3 minutes each. And we will also request that all of us must put our video on when we speak, because we are live on Facebook and other social media. And we request that if you are not speaking, can you please mute your mic? In those few words, you are warmly welcome. Can we move to item number 2, which is on introductions? I am Honorable Masilela, the chairperson for Portfolio Committee of Human Settlement and COPTA. Honorable members, can you please introduce yourselves?
Honorable Tabete.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. I'm Honorable Tope, the member of this Portfolio Committee and the chairperson of Education and Sports. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I'm Honorable J.L. Tabete, member of this committee and also chairperson of Health and Social Development and Deputy Chair of Chairs.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm Honorable Trudy Grovier Morgan, member of this Portfolio Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm Honorable N.G. Nyembe, a member of this committee. Thank you.
Thank you. We can proceed to honorable mayors if they're here. If there are no honorable mayors, can you please proceed to honorable speakers?
Greetings, Honorable Member, Chairperson Magema Silela. I'm Speaker of Harrisbanda District Municipality, BCC West. So also I want to send an apology for Executive Mayor Ubaba Uchira is with another meeting with COPTA. Thank you.
Honorable Chairperson. Honorable Chair.
Yes, thanks, Ma'am Kwebo.
Magema Silela, bengicela ama-speakers when they introduce themselves, can they unmute their video because we are live on YouTube? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you for reminding. Can you proceed, honorable speakers?
Good morning,
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm Councillor Thembelihle Nkosi, the Speaker of Mkhondo. I would like to forward an apology, but I think the Executive Mayor and the MN will be joining the meeting. They are trying to connect. I think they will join us. If I'm not mistaken, maybe they are in, but they are trying to connect. I've been talking with them in my phone. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Chairperson Councillor Mkhwanazi. Speaker from Dr. Pixley, Gaisaka semi-local municipality. The MM and the executive mayor, wherever they are still struggling to log in. Thank you very much.
Honorable Mkhwanazi, can you please unmute your video so that we can see you, and also the people who are on YouTube and Facebook, they can see you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
morning.
Chairperson. I'm Speaker of Kharisibande District Municipality, Busisiwe Sikonde. I just want to pass an apology for Executive Mayor Ubaba Uchira. He's with another meeting with Cocta. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairperson and the members and all the colleagues. I'm Councillor Mngome Zulu, the Speaker of Chief Albert Lutuli. I'm double parking a chair. I'm also representing Salga. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning, honorable members, executive mayors and speakers. I'm Councillor Mapulane Nkosi from Sugalikwa Municipality. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairperson, in the other delegations. My name is Putim Khalipi. I'm from Sugalikwa, the Executive Mayor. Thank you.
All honorable members introduce themselves. And it seems as if we have only Kharisibande, Nkangala, and Ehlanzeni. All of them, they're not here.
Honorable Chair,
Yes.
we also have our officials that are representing about MM from the municipalities. Maybe if before we go to members, I'm sure they can introduce themselves.
Thank you very much. Can we allow the staff to introduce themselves from municipalities? We'll start in Kharisibande.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Mtam Konza. I'm the acting municipal manager, Kharisibande District Municipality.
Can we see you, acting municipal manager? Want to see the face? The viewers want to see you.
Chairperson, where I pick the network. This is the spot where I'm able to pick the network, Chairperson. I'm outside.
Thank you very much. The others can introduce themselves.
Good morning, Chairperson, Honorable MECs. My name is Mojaki Musala. I'm from Legal Services at City of Mbombela. I'll be presenting on the Municipal Structures Bill.
Are there
Good morning,
officials who are
Honorable
still
Chairperson.
outstanding from the local
Yes.
municipality?
Good morning, colleagues. My name is Mr. Soli Links from Gangala District, representing Municipal Health Services. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson. My name is Vusma Shangu, also from Kangala District Municipality, from the Department of Community Services.
Thank you very much. Can we move to our support staff from the legislature?
Good morning, honorable members. Good morning, councillors, colleagues. My name is Advocate Tabam Musweta. I come from Legal Services from Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning to honorable members, honorable representatives of municipalities, honorable speakers from municipalities and colleagues. The name is Matuta William Masimula from the communication section in the Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature.
We can't see you, Mr. Matuta. Can you unmute your video so that the viewers can see you?
My humble apologies, Honorable Chair. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, mayors, speakers, stakeholders, and colleagues. I am Buyile Mdluli. I'm the Senior Manager responsible for legal services in the legislature of Mpumalanga. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairperson and members. My name is Ronima Silela, coming from the communications unit with Mr. Masimula Matuta. Thank you so much.
Our support staff, I know you, all of you, you must introduce yourselves because you are more than the ones who introduce themselves.
Good morning, honorable members and our stakeholders. My name is Gukum Kwebu. I'm the committee coordinator of Portfolio Committee on Human Settlements and COCTA. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson, Honorable members, executive mayors and speakers, and all participants. My name is Zamagambu Memela Gamete. I'm the Senior Manager Communications from the Legislature. Thank you, Chair.
Sorry, Chair. Honorable Speaker, I think it's Dipali saying, can you please mute your video? Can you please?
Can we proceed if all members who are in this platform have introduced themselves?
Good morning.
Okay. House of Traditional Leaders, can you unmute your video so that they can see you?
Good morning, honorables and colleagues. I'm Lettice Beer from the House of Traditional Leaders in Clocta. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Chair and honorable members, colleagues. Prudence Ndimande from SALGA, official responsible for governance.
Thank you very much. We'll now move to the next item, which is purpose of the public hearing by Honorable Hlophe. Honorable Hlophe, over to you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Greetings to the honorable members and the protocol as observed by yourself, Chair. Chair, you have dealt partly with the purpose of today's meeting. I will take from where you left that in terms of the Constitution 118, we are obliged to have an public stakeholder engagement and public participation with our constituency. And today we are here meeting with the relevant stakeholder, the municipalities, in terms of the bill that we are here to consult on. Maybe we must indicate, Chair, that we have received these two bills from the National Parliament, and our application, as I indicated, is to take these two bills to our province so that the view of our province is informed by the relevant people in our province. So, Chair, today we are here to have an engagement and source views of our stakeholders. In particular, in this case, the relevant stakeholder will be our municipalities and the House of Tradition. Thank you very much, Chair. I will be as brief as that, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Hlophe, for outlining the purpose. We'll move to item number 4, which is brief presentation on the bills by Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature legal team. Can I invite Advocate Mswetsa to deal with the first bill, the Customary Initiation Bill?
Thank you so much, Chairperson. I accept the invite. Chairperson, the Department of Traditional Affairs submitted a policy in 2012 about a customary initiation bill. There was an issue, in legal terms, they call it a laguna, meaning there was a problem where there was no legislation that governs your customary initiation bill. So the bill was also drafted in 21 June 2017 The objectives of the bill are as follows, Chair: to protect, promote, and regulate initiation, to provide acceptable norms and standards in conducting our initiation, a very important cultural practice, Chairperson. 3, to protection of life and prevention of abuse. And 4, to provide clarity on the various responsibilities, roles and functions of the key role players in this important cultural practice, Chair. The bill itself, the Customary Initiation Bill, deals with 5 chapters, and as a result, it's a very short bill, Chair. The first chapter is about matters that has to do with the application, the objectives, the interpretation, and the prohibitions. This is the chapter that tells you what happens and what is prohibited and what is acceptable. Chapter 2 deals with an oversight and coordinating structures. We know, Chairperson, that in South Africa there is your oversight bodies that look at certain things being done, who has done them, and protection of those things. So they introduce certain, they call it the National Initiation Oversight Committees, the National House of Traditional Leaders, the CRL Rights Commission, the Department of Traditional Affairs, South African Police Services, the Department of Health, the Department of Women, the National Director of Public Prosecutions, Interim Traditional Health Practitioners Council, and if deemed necessary, it says not more than 2 experts in anthropology, in customs and customary law, Chairperson. That is chapter 2, Chair. Chapter 3 deals with responsibilities, roles, and functions of the role players. Your government, how do government comes into being? Remember, Chair, this bill has been introduced by Parliament, as Honorable Hlophe has said. So this is not a bill that has been introduced by Mpumalanga. So Mpumalanga, as a province, must be able to deal with the bill and make inputs where they think is necessary for the people of Mpumalanga. So the bill, in terms of their roles and responsibilities, deals with your government, traditional leaders, House of Traditional Leaders, the parents or legal or customary guardians, traditional surgeons, your medical practitioners, SAPS and NPA. Chapter 4, Chairperson, deals with the initiation schools. It looks at how the initiation schools must be registered and complied with. And this is it's a bill that looks at the norms and standards in terms of initiation schools and what should be done and what should not be done. Chapter 5, which is the last chapter, deals with the general matters, your matters that will include your allowances, your offenses, your appeals, your regulations, monitoring of the evaluation. Chairperson, this is a summary of the bill, Chair, and would appreciate inputs and submissions by all stakeholders so that we can look at it and see how we can be able to craft a negotiating mandate that would have to be submitted by the 14th of September 2020. Chairperson, this is a conclusion about the Customary Initiation Bill. Thank you so much, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Advocate Mswetsa. We'll now invite Advocate Mdluli to present the Municipal Structures Amendment Bill.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. I've already greeted the stakeholders that are in attendance today. And I would like to say that my responsibility is to present the Local Government Municipal Structures Amendment Bill, Bill 19 of 2018. I'm just requesting Ms. Mkhwebu to please beam the bill, the presentation for honorable members. Thank you. Okay, if you could please just maybe make it bigger as well. Yes, slide number 2. Honorable Chairperson, what I will be presenting here is just the high-level presentation on the key amendments that have been made on this Municipal Structures Amendment Bill. Then, if you go to, I would request Gugu that you go to the next slide, please. And what I need to indicate that, like any other legislation, because this Municipal Structures Act is an act of 1998, and it often happens that there are challenges or some of the shortcomings that are experienced whenever you are implementing legislation, and therefore which necessitates that that particular piece of legislation be amended. So when it comes to the Municipal Structures Act of 1998, that it was realized, especially by the Independent Electoral Commission, that there were challenges that were experienced by the IEC in the administration and management of local government elections. And then an example that is also illustrated is that there have been various local government elections that have taken place in the country, 2000, year 2006, 2011, and also the local government elections of 2016. And as at February 2020, there were 314 by-elections that were held in the country. Then, Honorable Chair, what we also need to indicate that there were also other inputs that were received or proposals that were received from the Department of Cooperative Governance and the SALGA provinces and some other municipalities made some proposals to the Municipal Structures Act. So which in the main, they needed to ensure that there's legal certainty in terms of implementing the Structures Act. What I need to indicate that there were also consultations that took place, and as you would see, Honorable Chairperson, when I proceed with the presentation, that there are various comments that have been indicated, and maybe if for any clause where there's a proposal, there would be some reasoning or a comment why that specific clause is proposed. So in the main, the high-level overview, Honorable Chairperson, is that we've got 32 clauses in the bill. They deal with the electoral governance and other related issues, as you can note from the 3 color-coded slides or presentations that are being shown here. When it comes to electoral matters, which were proposed in the main by the IEC, you would see we'll deal with the definition of what does it mean to be declared elected, the 14-day period that is required to inform in the event when there is a vacancy, and allocation or recalculation of excessive seats, as well as the processes relating to dealing with a party list, as well as the time frame that is involved. When it comes to governance matters, Honorable Chairperson, we'll look at the abolition of plenary type municipalities, the quorum and decisions that are required for municipal councils to take certain decisions, and also the use of a size of municipalities to deviate when determining the number of councillors that are required per municipality. The other issue that we would be looking at relating to governance is the function of speakers, and also the office of the whip and the municipal public accounts committees. What we need to highlight here is, for example, we know that whenever you're talking about municipalities, there's always a reference to Troika. However, then there has been a practice in municipalities that you would have the chief whip who's forming part of the troika, but there hasn't been any legislative regime that is regulating that. Hence, now there has been a proposal that the office of the whip be regulated in the Structures Act. And also the one dealing with the impact, I will elaborate when we proceed with the presentation. The other issue relates to removal of reference to district management areas. The reasons for that would also be highlighted, and also the migration of Section 19 of the Systems Act to the Structures Act, and also the migration of Schedule 1 of the Systems Act to the Structures Act. So that is just the overview of what we would be dealing with when we proceed with the next slide, Honorable Chairperson. Now we'll go to just quickly, the governance issues are those ones that I have already alluded to. I wouldn't wish to be very much in detail. Suffice to mention that there's clause A that would look at the qualification for councillors, meetings of municipal council, quorums and decisions, which we've already spoken about. I need to draw your attention, Honorable Chairperson, to clause 18, which is inserting or proposes the insertion of different sections which are referred to as section 41 capital A to 41 capital F. Those are the ones relating to the whips which I've already indicated. And then we will look at the powers and functions of EXCOs. The other one that I need to bring to the attention of the Honorable Chairperson is clause 23, which deals with a new section 79 capital A, the establishment of MPECs, and also clause 29 that deals with the election of municipal office bearers. And we will highlight what these proposals are indicating in terms of the role of the mayor, and also when we look at also the speaker. We go to the next slide, Honorable Chairperson. I've already spoken about the electoral matters as well as the other matters. This is just a grammatic illustration of what is contained in the amendments. The next slide, Honorable Chairperson. Now, we look at, yes, this is the one that I needed to indicate. Clause 1, Honorable Chairperson, proposes that the section 1 dealing with definitions be amended to insert the definition of declared elected, and also the deletion of district management areas, and also the substitution of the definition of election, and also insertion of two new definitions, which are the definition relating to a whip and also the definition of MPEC, or Municipal Public Account Committee. Just to indicate, Honorable Chair, that in terms of the rationale here is that presently there is no uniform interpretation of the date of assumption of duty of councillors, with some councils interpreting it as the date of the election, some interpreting it as the date of the publication of the results of the election, and others then saying it's when the date of the first council meeting takes place. Therefore, then the definition of declared elected seeks to confirm that the date of assumption of duty is the date of the declaration of the results of the election by the IEC. So that is the reason why there's been a new definition of declared elected, to ensure that there's uniformity and legal certainty in the entire municipal sphere or local sphere of government. We go to the next presentation. I've already spoken about the deletion and the other issues. Honorable Chair, clause 2 proposes the amendment of section 6, which is dealing with district management areas. Here we look at section 6 and other related provisions would therefore have to be repealed by the reason of repealing section 6, and the other sections that would be affected as a result of the repeal would be those sections that have been highlighted, starting from section 12, 23, 25, 89, and the relevant items as contained in Schedule 2 to the Act. Then the rationale for that, Honorable Chairperson, is just to indicate that when we look at the third bullet, is that in terms of Section 1 of the Municipal Demarcation Act, municipal boundaries were redetermined to include the DMAs into the areas of local municipalities. And then for also the district municipal management areas were also deleted from the municipal property rates. And presently, these provisions, therefore, in this Structures Act are becoming or have become obsolete. Hence, they must be removed from the Structures Act. In terms of then the next one, which is clauses 3, 4, and 5, and then they are proposing the amendments of sections 7, 9, and 10 dealing with types of municipalities. Honorable Chairperson, here, what one needs to indicate is that there is a proposal that these subsections be deleted from the Act. Subsections 7C, 9E, 9F, and 10C in order to do away with the plenary type municipalities. The reasoning behind this proposal is that there have been challenges that have been experienced by plenary type municipalities, and this one includes the limiting of executive authority to the full council, and therefore it is in certain instances the council is unable to delegate its executive responsibilities to any individual councillor or any committees. Hence, there's been a proposal that these subsections be deleted and therefore doing away with the plenary type municipalities. We go to the next part, Honorable Chair. This one, Honorable Chairperson, is clause 6, which proposes the amendment of section 12, which deals with the responsibility of the MEC to establish municipalities. And also this one, it proposes a deletion of subsection 12 as listed there, which deals with the DMA. And the rationale behind that is that essentially this gives effect to the removal of reference to the DMA as already alluded to with regard to that definition in section 1. Clause 7, Honorable Chairperson, proposes the amendment of section 20. This one deals with the determination of the number of councillors in a local or district municipality. Then section 20, therefore, is amended by prescribing that there must be a minimum of 10 councillors in a local or district municipalities. And therefore, there is a proposal of an insertion of a new 4 capital A, and therefore now it would read that a deviation in terms of that subsection 3 may be not more than 20%. So what is key here is that there is a formula that would be put in place in terms of dealing with the calculations and also looking at the relevant square kilometers and all. I think this is a formula that will assist in terms of the number of councillors that would be